talem Gawamono Wani Aisa no Lupio Renge Iko Pola Musele Wemwene Watalem Mama Chungwa Ugwa Zambia Na Tusunge Italo Tesum Where we take on where we name Wemwene Watalem Bantunga Washi Tishetalo Ugepa Ishabantum Kansi Mune Uchenjele Ulia Baba Musa Vale Fayo Kona Ula Italo Tesu Mama Ala Mune Uko Sefie Chifya Walwani Utalo Tesu Shua Zambia, where she talem. Ramono, Wani Aisa, no Lupio Renge. We go Pola, Musele, when we Watalem, Mama, Chungwa, Ugwa Zambia, Na Tusunge, Italo Tesum. Where we take on, where we name, when we change the land, Ulia Baba Musa, a valley fire, Kona Ula, Italo Jesu, Mama, Ala Mune, Uko Sefie, Chifya Walwani, Utalo Jesu, Shua. Zambia, Nomba Mune, Wemina Zambia, where she talem. Ramono, Wani Aisa, no Lupio Renge. We go Pola, Musele, Wemwene Watalem, Mama, Chungwa, Ugwa Zambia, Na Tusunge. Italo Tesum, where we take on, where we name, when we Watalem, Bantunga Washi Tishetalo, Ugepa Ishabantum, Kansi Mune Uchenjele, Ulia Baba Musa, a valley fire, Kona Ula, Italo Tesum, Mama, Ala Mune, Uko Sefie, Chifya Walwani, Utalo Tesu, Mama, Chungwa, Twali Boka, Utalo Tesu, Ita Zambia, Mama, Chungwa, Ugwa Zambia. shabantum Kashi mune uchendele Uli ababa mwisa Abale fwaya ukona ula Echalo chesu mama Alamune Ukose fie Chilufya bagwane Echalo chesu mama
So yeah, good evening. These days, I don't know if it is stress. I keep having, stomach pains. I keep having stomach pains. It's not helping. So, yeah. So I have to keep on taking this medicine somehow. Tayali, what's the scar on the forehead? You were Napoleon Jr. How can you ask a man about scars? A man has scars all over. I've got scars, my friend. Some of us, we grew up in very difficult circumstances. We used to fight. We used to be beaten. We used to fall. We used to... some of us we had it rough. We had it rough. My body is full of scars. Full of scars. So yeah, good evening, my brothers and sisters. Like I have said earlier on that I'm not doing kind of heavy politics, punch for punch kind of politics. I have moved away from those kind of politics. I want to do politics ya paize. Politics ya paize fefilia. That is the kind of politics that I'm going to do in 2025 and probably even in 2026 because I don't see myself, 2026 is a year of elections and I don't see myself, campaigning for somebody. So I don't want to be aggressive for nothing, I don't want to be aggressive for nothing. Or ati ndeo ya vene siwaivulira pochette ati ndeo ya vene siwaivulira pochette. So when you are not sure of what is going on, it is not necessary that you should start folding your sleeves or taking off your shirt to engage in a fight. When you are not sure, you would rather take it easy and also watch. So from my point of view, politically, really, I want to watch. Some of you say, hey, you think you know everything. Hey, you want your opinion. You want people to take your opinion. So now I've taken a position whereby I don't want to, to be the one that is in the forefront or to be the one that is pushing for this agenda or this opinion. I don't want to do that. I also want to watch. I want people to convince me. I want to be convinced. I want people to persuade me in their agenda, if at all they have an agenda. For now, I am taking it easy. Of course, I'll keep coming so that I can be able to talk about a few issues of national interest, and I'll be opening phone lines. If you want, during the phone lines, you can bring in your issues and you can try to persuade me, you can try to persuade others. I want to continue providing this platform for people to be able to call in and express themselves. Otherwise, I would have just shut. I know some people are saying, hey, you are losing popularity. Hey, you are losing relevance. Muntwandi. Tayali can never lose popularity. My name is already sold. So I cannot lose. I cannot lose popularity. I cannot lose popularity. I can't lose popularity. And I cannot lose relevance. I've got my own position. So I can't lose popularity. Hey, no. Teti. Tafia kabombe fyo. Tafia kabombe fyo. You still need me. Even those of you who are insulting me, at one point you need me. At one point you need me. So I just have to keep playing, being there. And anyway, and some of you say, no, I want to. People are saying. I mean, don't speak for others. Don't speak for others. I want to. Don't speak for others. You don't know what others are thinking. You don't know what others want. No, people are saying. Muntu Ichalo Chikulu. Zambia is a big country. We have almost going to 23, 25 million people. And then just because you agree with your few friends and you want to speak for the entire country. Mwakula was surprised. Anyway, tonight, I don't want to waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this appointment of, the ACC board. That's all I want to talk about, the ACC board. And then I'll open the phone lines. If you want to bring in other issues, you are free to bring in other issues. But I think a lot of us are talking out of ignorance. Or let me say a lot of you. A lot of you are talking out of ignorance. You are talking out of ignorance. I mean, there are certain things that really we don't need to start arguing about. You are talking about Jaja Maundu. Na muhimo the party. Jaja Maundu. I mean, Jaja Maundu was accused of corruption. Jaja Maundu is too old. What about the young people? I think you are not being reasonable. I think you are not being reasonable. Surely you are not being reasonable on Jaja Maundu. First of all, I don't know the Jaja Maundu myself. I don't know, apart from hearing of him, Muma from the media, that's all. I don't know him. I don't know him whatsoever. But the issue is that this is a person that has been a judge for many years. He has been a judge. Now, before you even talk about somebody being a judge, you have to climb the ladder over the judicial hierarchy to reach that position of being a judge. You have to, first of all, just before you even talk about being a judge, you have to talk about somebody doing well at school to be able to enter into the school of law. And in that school of law, somebody has to pass. Lawyers are not dull people. Yes, we this democracy that we have, it's like it has given us so much knowledge. Freedom of expression doesn't mean that you have become wise, or you have become intelligent, or you have become better than whoever. Freedom of expression does not give us knowledge. Freedom of expression does not give us wisdom. Freedom of expression does not give us the intelligence. Freedom of expression does not make us people with money. It is just for you to express yourself. But when you are expressing yourself, you must realize that sometimes what you are saying is nonsense. Freedom of expression doesn't mean that no, whatever you say, it is making sense. No. Some of you, when you talk, you just talk nonsense. You just talk nonsense. So by the fact that you have freedom of expression doesn't mean that then you have become intelligent. It doesn't mean that. No, then you are wise. Then you know. No, you are knowledgeable. No. Some of you, when you use that freedom of expression, you just talk nonsense. That's all. You talk nonsense. But because you have that right, you feel that whatever you say is right. A right does not make you right. A right does not make you right. It doesn't. You should know that. A right does not make you right. So some of you who are talking, you have even failed to find yourself in a college, in a makeshift college. You have failed. You have failed to find yourself in a makeshift college. Some of you, you have failed to even go to university. Sometimes when you're talking about some of these people, why you don't know? What is my intellectual status? What is my intellectual status? Where am I? So when you're talking about you, when you college, ka makeshift college, but busy kulanda pali judge. So judge, before you become a judge, you have to become a lawyer. To become a lawyer, it's not easy. Let's give respect to our councils. It's not easy to become a lawyer. After that, you have to go to that ziyali. Mulamonofu wapona kuziyali. Wala pona. Wapasa, you must pass. After that, you must go into practice for many years. For many years. For you to come and be a judge. And being a judge for you again, you spend, it's not easy to be a judge. But wasanga mwebale wata, mulifiko pofie, but just because the law gives us the freedom of expression, you think you are right. A lot of you who are talking about these issues, you are talking out of ignorance. You don't have the knowledge, because if you really have the knowledge, you would not be making an issue on a board member or a board chair making argument to say, no, he's too old. If you must know, boards really are for experienced people. They are for experienced people, for mature people. Boards are not for youthful guys. No, they are not. They are not. Boards are advisory. They are advisory to the corporate or to the business. They are advisory. Advisors. Wise people. Sage people. These are the people that must be going in the board. Don't buy imwe. Those of you who are talking. No, hey, what about the young people? Hey, what about the young people? What knowledge are you going to bring? What experience are you going to bring? Who takes on somebody who is not mature as an advisor? Who does that? Who does that? Who goes for advice to somebody that is not mature? Who does that? We go for advice to people that are mature. Those are the people that we go to. Those are the people that we go to. People that have had experience. People that have got wisdom. People with gray hair. Those are the people that we go for. Because a board is advisory. It is not there to run the day-to-day activities. So a board is not, a board member or a board chair is not that he has been given a job. Just because you want appointment, you are making it look like that appointment is the same as a minister being appointed. It's the same as whatever Tabokawana being appointed. It's totally different. It's totally different. This kind of appointment, being appointed to the board, is totally different. It's not a job mwevantu. It's not a job. It's not a job moneni fipube fifilembe. Chirobert at Robert Sinzumwa. Of course. Of course. I mean, when you have a name like that one, what do you expect? Sinzumwa. What does that even mean? Sinzumwa. Sinzumwa. Really? I mean, a board is not a job. It's not a job. Being a board member is not a job. That retired judge has not been given a job. It's not a job. It's not a job. It is an advisory position. And board members don't go to ACC every day. No, twice I'm kubomba. Twice I'm kubomba. Fish mule bomba. What are you doing? Who are you arresting today? Can you go and arrest? That is not the job of board members. That is not a job of board members. That is not a job of board members. Board members don't go to the institution where they are board members to work. It is not the case. And if they do that, it is actually wrong. Of course, we have got this tendency, when people are appointed on the board, they want to meddle, or they want to always, linger around the institution. It's not supposed to be like that. It's not supposed to be like that. Board members are supposed to be at home. They are supposed to be at home. Board members only go for board meetings. They only go for board meetings. They only go for board meetings. Somebody was asking, what is the role? I'm telling you the role. The role of board members. Their job, first of all, is advisory. Advisory. Just like munganda mumiewe, ifinga waliupa walikuwa tomkashi. Munganda mumove, washimukombe. Tekwe batuba has to be doing your job as a man. No. Bashimukombe is not the one to provide for your children. No. Bashimukombe is not the one to be doing your bedroom issues. No. Bashimukombe is just advisory. It's just advisory. Because this is the way you are talking. You are talking like, no, so now, whatever they're going to... No. They are just advisory. They are just advisory. The rest is done by the people that are employed in SCC. So, they don't go for work every day. They don't go for work every day such that at the end of the day, they should be paid. No. No. They only go for board meetings. And AMA board meetings, now, they don't happen every month. They don't happen every month. In some organizations, some institutions, the board members, sometimes they just meet maybe once in a year. There are some institutions, they just meet once in a year. And then some they meet twice after every 6 months. Others they meet quarterly. Meaning every 4 months they meet. Every 4 months they meet. That's all. So, and when they go for these board meetings, they don't get paid whatever big money that you may think of. No. They are paid allowances, simply allowances, which is just like, transport refund and, saying thank you. That's all. It is about saying thank you. That's all. But they don't get much money, especially mu SCC. I don't know if they even get more than 10,000 per sitting. I don't know. But I don't think it's that much. It's not much. And that, I think, SCC board, I think, meet every quarterly, I think. I stand to be corrected. I think they meet quarterly. That's all. They go there, they meet, and when they are talking, when they go there, board meeting, that, so now we are investigating Chilufya Tayali. So what do you think about board chair? Should we investigate Chilufya Tayali so that we know how is Chilufya Tayali staying in Malaysia? Should we? That is not the kind of discussion that goes on there. That is not the kind of discussion. That is not the kind of discussion. So you can't say, no, Jaja Maundu is corrupt, therefore he's not. It's not him investigating. It's not him investigating. It is the director, SEC director and her people in this case. It's not the board chair. It is not the board members. It's not. That is not their job. Their job is to make sure that SEC is acting in line with, its objective and the policies set therein. That is the job of the board. That SEC upholds their objective of making sure that they fight corruption. And as they do that, board members are supposed to make sure that, they are following, the people are following the laid down policies. That's all. That's all. They have got no business to know, is Chilufya Tayali being investigated? Why are you not investigating Chilufya Tayali? Why are you not arresting? They have got no business. They have no business. So don't be cheated to think that, no, so you are in Malaysia. Hello, Aishiba. Ignorance in there and the point. By Evaristo Mulenga. Ignorance in there and the point. So some, Tayali has run away. Tayali has run away. Tayali is hiding. Ignorance. How can somebody hide? Ulipa social media every day. And pano kare natambukulanda ndikumaleza but aba Evaristo Mulenga tabaishu so bena papa bamona kwati vadudwira po information apa so you are in Malaysia. My friend, who doesn't know? It's you. Ignorance in there and the ignorance in there and the when you don't know, and people who don't know, especially on social media, people who don't know speak a lot. And we have taken it that to being in opposition, you must be saying, you must be in the negative all the time. You must be talking too much in the negative all the time. We are not building the country like that. We are not building the country like that. We are not building the country like that. You can't all the time just be in the negative, as you are building the country. You're not building the country. You're not building the country, and you're not being relevant. If you think you being the negative all the time, kufa ama reasons, kufa ama negative all the time, babantu kufa ama negative, jaja maundu mpaka mumufuaide, no corruption. Can you prove? How many of you can prove that corruption that you're talking about? How many of you? How many of you? I have seen some people, no, this one reported this one reported this. Really? It's sometimes some of these things, though we bring them up, they are very difficult to prove. Very difficult to prove. So board members, number one, it's not a job. It's not a job. Okay? Number two, you need people that are experienced. So you pickaninnies, I mean, of course I'm not saying that we cannot have youthful people. We can have youthful people, but if you look at the people that are appointed, actually we have a good mix. Some of the people that are there, they are relatively young. Some of them, they are relatively young. I know there are people who are there who are younger than me. I know there are people who are there who are younger than me. But even these people who are younger than me, they are people with experience. I don't want to start discussing the names of those people. I don't want to go into that. But I know that there are people who are actually younger than me. And they are there as experienced people. Where they are coming from, there is something that they are bringing. You can't just be picked from nowhere. No, you need to be mature. You need to have experience. And then these people don't get a salary. In case some of you think they say, no, Jaja Maundu is going to be paid. Like somebody was, somebody, how can you be so lucky? Somebody retires and then he is rehired. No, he has not been hired. He has not been hired. He's not going to be getting a salary. Board members only meet in intervals. And they are paid only an allowance. And that allowance is not a lot of money. It is when you sit. It is called a sitting allowance action. They are only paid a sitting allowance, and they sit in a year, they might sit maybe even just 4 times. And in some institutions, they even have, a ceiling of how many times board members can sit. Some of them, they say they can't sit more than 6 times. Yes, they can call for emergency meetings, but those emergency meetings cannot be ad hoc. It doesn't happen like that. So at the end of the day, you find that these people really, they don't get much out of being a board member. Look at, by the way, Frank Ward was once a ZESCO board member. What did he get? That's how he protested. He protested and he resigned, because really, he realized it's not a job. It's not a job. It's not a job. He had to resign so that he can do something else. And board members, you can even belong to a number of boards, because you don't meet every day, because it's not a job. Some of these people who are experienced, some of these people who have got knowledge, they are part of boards, a number of boards, because it's not a job. So if you go to don't start complaining to say, no, Jaja Maundu has taken a job, because the job that Jaja Maundu has gotten, you will never get it. You will never get it. Even if Jaja Maundu, no, they can't put you there, because some of you don't have you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the experience, you don't have the wisdom. So what would you bring to the board? What would you bring to the board? Allah, let us not mess up people for the sake of politics, for the sake of showing that, no, we are relevant, no, we are doing checks and balances. Let us do checks and balances, that, builds. Not checks and balances. Just every day you want to destroy. In every way you want to destroy. In every way you want to destroy. It is not good. Attacking the personality of Jaja Maundu at his age, after what he has done, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. Some of you that you complain a lot. You jump. Some of you mwamba nokia kuma police. Mwamba nokia kuma court. Suing your fellow bloggers. Yet you are belligerent. You like causing problems. You are miscreants. You like creating problems here and there. But even when you are busy talking about others, you like talking about others. Let the man wake. Let the man, save the nation in that position. For me, I think is just the best appointment. I don't know him. I've got no interest. I've got no interest in him. No, I've got no interest. My interest is to make sure that SCC performs. That is my interest. My interest is to make sure that they follow those who are corrupt. And they follow those who are corrupt, not only those who have left power, but also those who are in power. I think these are the issues that we should be bringing out. Not just discussing Jaja Maundu. I think from my point of view, we should be bringing out corruption, naming those who are corrupt, those who are in government, to say, Avana, they have done corruption. Why are we not arresting them? Why? I think that's what we should be talking about. If we know people that are corrupt in this government, let's be bringing them out so that ACC can work on them. I think that's what we should be doing, not attacking Jaja Maundu. It's unnecessary, and it's not fair, really. It's not fair. And me as a public lawyer, I'm speaking as a public lawyer, for somebody that I feel that is unjustly being persecuted in public, unjustly being scandalized in public, a senior citizen that deserves to be given the respect. And and you are the one busy trying to destroy a good name of a judge. No, come on. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Look at yourselves. Who are you? Who are you? Finishing. finshi muli imwe abakwati mtampo kulai pirikiti mune dosa mukaputula yabajaji auna imwe ichindikeni. It's not fair. Like I said, I'm not going to be talking too much. I'm not going to whatever. So I'll open phone lines. Those who want to call in, you can already call in and talk about whatever you want. Otherwise, I'm not here to praise it, to win approval. I'm not here to win approval from people. Hey, no. That is not why I'm here on social media. That's not what I'm here on social media. I'll be doing just the film I just want to keep the platform going. But if my politics for now, I'll ninchefia nyako because, like I said, you never know. You must know what you are fighting for. What is it that you are fighting for? Panonjika ndetogorera banani. Pirikiti. Somebody from nowhere. So, yeah, I think I can even end here. Nindanda, I've made my point. May God bless you. May God bless them. Good night.